father, after all, had majored in political science and then went on to have a very distinguished career in public service. According to her accounts, the family regularly had hotly debated political and current events of the day around the table. An outstanding student, Denise enjoyed learning about political theory and the motivations behind political action. However, as it turns out, the turning point in Denise's education was taking empirical political analysis. It is in this course that she gained an appreciation of the scientific method and developed quantitative and analytic skills, which would later serve the foundation for a marketing research career launch. After graduating WVU, Denise pursued graduate education at Duquesne University. Upon completion of her studies, she had several opportunities to work as a marketing researcher and consultant, including with U.S. Steel. She ultimately left U.S. Steel and moved to California, where she started her own consulting business. It is while in California that Denise became aware of some significant opportunities in television marketing. Thus, in 2004, Denise was hired as the director of research for the Outdoor Channel, a cable television network dedicated to hunting and fishing, as I'm sure you know. Given her West Virginia roots, Denise was no stranger to the outdoor lifestyle and was a natural fit in this environment. Within less than a year, she became the channel's vice president of marketing. Denise later moved to the Home and Garden Television Do-It-Yourself Network in 2011 and became their senior vice president of marketing and creativity. By that point in her career, she was known as a data-driven marketer and a pioneer of programmatic research. She created groundbreaking campaigns for shows such as Property Brothers, Flip or Flop, and House Hunters. And I gotta concede, I kind of like the Flip and Flop. Anyway, her work in those efforts propelled HGTV into the top 10 networks for adults ages 25 to 54 and lowered the median viewer age by 3 years. And that's an important demographic, as you know, because that's the group that buys stuff. So, well done. 10 years after her big break in television industry, Denise made a bold move to leave her job at HGTV and the DIY network to pursue her lifelong dream of becoming Chief Executive Officer. Taking a leap of faith and trusting in her skills and talents, many of which were honed at WVU, she pursued her dream without a safety net. Later that year, she was hired as a Chief Executive Officer of the iconic Group Incorporated, a $100 million photography company that employs more than 10,000 individuals around the nation. Denise gives generously of her time to help others. She has dedicated herself to supporting other aspiring entertainment executives, as well as she is a member of the Women in Cable and Telecommunication Mentor Program, where she coaches and mentors those around her. I love Denise's story, and I had an opportunity to visit with her earlier, and I told her this. I love it because it speaks to the power of the liberal arts and sciences education. Her education demonstrates that fields like political science doesn't just translate to a career in politics or public service, but rather what she learned was an array of skills that helped her develop as an analytic and critical thinker, and she became an effective and persuasive communicator, which has propelled her to become a top marketing researcher and an executive leader in her field. And it just shows that you never know what you can do with an education, but all you have to do is take advantage of it and apply it, and things come to you. Denise is joined by a very proud crew this evening. This includes her husband Ned, her mother Miriam, her brothers Sean, Chuck, and Joe, Joe's wife Brandy, and her aunt and nephew. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to give you the 2017 Eberly College Distinguished Alumni Awardee, Ms. Denise Conroy.
Good evening. Congratulations to all of the phenomenal award recipients tonight. I'd like to extend my sincerest thanks to Dean Dunaway and the Eberly College of Arts and Sciences for this incredible honor. I'd also like to thank my husband, Ned. You're my rock and my inspiration every single day. And last but certainly not least, my family. I'm eternally grateful for your love and support. You've always believed in me. Thank you. As I was having breakfast this morning with Dean Dunaway and Anna Justice, the inevitable question came up. How does a political science major end up in so many seemingly disparate industries? Indeed, my resume is a circuitous path. From US Steel to HGTV to becoming a CEO of a multinational corporation. My answer is simple. It's all about the liberal arts education. I came to WVU as a very green 17-year-old, and that Eberly curriculum fed my insatiable curiosity. The foundation that I received here is unparalleled, and it's enabled me to transport my skill set and pivot from opportunity to opportunity. Critical thinking is in very short supply in business today. Trust me, I see it all the time. Liberal arts grads, unlike a lot of other grads, have that in spades. Invariably, people see the title on my business card, CEO. They want to know how I got here. And I'm always quick to say that what worked for me may not work for everyone. People are very different. Humans are very different, and they vary. But I will say that one thing is universal: relentless passion. Pick a thing and dedicate your life to it relentlessly. It doesn't matter what that thing is. It can be politics, finance, quantum mechanics, Scrabble, video games, I don't care. Just pick a thing and pursue it relentlessly. For me, I've dedicated my life to being a change agent. Instead of asking the question why, I prefer to ask the question, why not? That's what fuels me. The second piece of advice I give is this: be a dreamer and a doer. The key word there is and. The world is full of people who dream and never do, and people who do and never dare to dream. It's yours for the taking if you're a rare human that can do both. Tonight is bittersweet for me. When I look over at that table full of family, I see someone missing. My dad passed away suddenly late last year. He loved this university dearly, and he would have loved being here tonight with all of us. He and I both have a very special relationship with this campus. When he decided to use the GI Bill to get an education, he enrolled here at WVU, and he majored in political science. I was 3 years old, and my mom worked full-time at WVU's TV station. My parents were young, they were starting out, and childcare was a luxury for them. So my dad took me everywhere with him. He was my babysitter, to all of his classes, to the old meathead gym at the Coliseum so he could get a workout in. I was his shadow. And yes, contrary to what my mom would say, I was an extraordinarily well-behaved child. I also suspect that technically I am the youngest child ever to receive a political science degree, although I'm still waiting for that first degree that I took alongside my dad. So very literally, I grew up at this university. It was the perfect incubator for becoming a dreamer and a doer. It set me on my unlikely path in the world. Tonight, I feel like everything has come full circle, and I thank you.